I'm going to be less funny today, and you guys are going to play great today. This is a good day to submit your games. Uh, First game is from Derp. Against Derpenia. He's white against a 2020. Time control is game 75, increment 30. This game was unrated, but I provided my opponent's FIDE rating. I'm unrated. I forgot my prep and got a worse position out of the opening, but I was tactically sharp enough in time trouble to turn the game around. The game's only 27 moves. Yeah. Alice Lee probably isn't better than Crush right now, but I would guess in 2 years she'll be clearly better because Crush will be a little bit worse and Lee will be better. So forth. But they're close. Oh, I have some good news. The local organizers of the candidates emailed me and they're giving me VIP pass for the days that I'm there. And they want me to go to some park and play chess in the park with some chess club outside that they have that's well known in Toronto. So I'll do that one day. It sounds like fun. Thanks, Big Daddy, for 1 bit. I didn't thank anybody for anything because, I'm not very thankful. Uh, let's see. Who here it is. Eoins gave 100 bits. And then, I don't know, somebody did something. I don't know. Big Daddy gave 1 bit. Nate Morphy subscribed. I actually did thank him. Well, I'm not as bad as I said I was. B Swizzle gave 100 bits in an unusual way. Go B Swizzle. Is it 6:30 yet? It's 7:13. Didn't I give 1 million bits? You did not. Okay, so Derp is the first guy, white, and this is game 75. Yeah, a lot of people are playing Queen E7. Probably takes is the best move, but I think there must be some chessable course that recommends this because I see people playing it a lot. I mean, Queen E7's okay. It doesn't lose immediately. Let's see. Knight F3. I mean, I wouldn't play that, but all right. Fine, I guess. Yeah, we're now just in an endgame where black's a pawn up. White has minimal compensation. Very minimal. Yeah, that's why I don't like knight f3. I would just take on d4. Okay, so this is good for black. Black's up a pawn, and white has some pressure. Knight d8. That's very inventive. Thanks, .NET Runner, for gifting a sub. So c6 is a little slow because I can play knight f5. If I was more awake, I would have said knight f5 with some conviction. Okay, that's what he played. So I guess knight e6 is forced. Takes. Always play bishop f1. Oh, bishop d3. Even the engine plays bishop f1. So white has 2 bishops for his pawn minus. And in positions where one side has 2 bishops and the other side does not, specifically 1 bishop, then one of the white bishops doesn't have a counterpart, which in this instance would be the dark squared bishop. Black doesn't have a dark squared bishop. So black is going to be weak on the dark squares. That's what white's trying to punish black on the dark squares with something like bishop a3 check, I would imagine soon. So b3. That would be my guess. H6 is a little slow. Bishop E3 is okay. I wouldn't play king D8. It's not really a good square for the king. Now, black should definitely play knight G4 now that he's played H6, so he can get the two bishops back. White shouldn't play knight D2. White should do something where if knight G4 happens, the bishop can escape. Now after knight G4, I'm going to take the bishop with one of my knights. It's a pot up for nothing. Knight D5 accomplishes the same goal. Okay, played D6, missing an opportunity. Knight C4, king C7. This is all fine. Yay, bishop C1. No, white should play bishop F1, not king F1. Terrible. What? So black is a pawn up, and white doesn't really have any compensation here because black has pretty good pieces. And black plays for tricks, and you shouldn't play for tricks when you're already winning. This trick doesn't work. The idea is he's taking a pawn, and he's threatening the knight by discovery. But white has a counter shot, which I'm sure he played. Rook takes E6, always sack the exchange. And that's very complicated. So black should take on E6, and then white takes on C3, and white has two pieces for a rook. Although black has an extra pawn or two. But he took this, which is a mistake. Now white gets a crushing initiative. Rook E7 check. And bishop F5. And the knight on D1 is trapped. That's why black's position is so bad. Yeah, now white's pieces are all over black. So this was just too greedy. And now the knight's trapped and black's king is under tremendous pressure. So big turnaround. And that just wins all of black's pieces. So black resigned because if he takes, I take and shake and play king E1. It's too easy to win. So that game turned around pretty quickly, but it turned around because black blundered with knight C3, then blundered with knight D1, and now black has just lost. And in this position, rook E8 just loses all of black's pieces. Because this rook is overworked then. It's defending the knight and the rook. So we take one, then we take the other. So rook here is a tactical blunder. Pretty simple tactical blunder. You lose all your pieces. So basically, the moral of the story is black was doing well until he blundered all of his pieces. We both spent a lot of time the first 15 to 20 moves. That's good that against such a high-rated opponent, you can come back from misplaying the opening and get a big attack and win. So that was good. Are we done?